right, I'm just finishing off my cigar here in the beautiful Halifax Club Cigar Lounge. Then we're heading over to Brightwood to pick up my first ever custom fit golf club. You're gonna wanna stick around for this. There she be, the Cobra Aerojet. Let's see how far we can roast this thing with Pro V1s. Then we'll get it on the simulator and compare it to my previous driver, the F9.
Yards.
Not bad.
Yards.
All right. So we got a total of 271.2. Carried it 255.4. That's right where I want to be hitting it. First one was a bit low on the face. And we still got it to 248, but that 271 was right out of the screws. Let's hit a few more.
Yards.
Not bad, 266.
Yards. 252 yards. 263 yards.
All right, so the results of the first trial are, when I hit it good, I'm hitting it into the 260s, into the 270s. And when I miss-hit it a little bit, I'm hitting it into the 250s, into the high 240s. Let's get this thing on the simulator with a lower tee, because I don't think that high tee was doing me any favors.
Traditional Irish rhythm stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that one master on that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
How are you doing?
Hey Carrie, how you doing?
Thank you.
We got what we need. Now that was a very interesting comparison with very interesting results. So let's break it down. Starting with the F9. On its first shot, it went 252 yards with left to right action. which is my traditional shape that I've relied on for the past 3 years and to win a championship. Then on shot 2, I hit it dead straight, 269 yards. So that's very good and holding its own with the out-of-the-box Aerojet test. But now for the Aerojet, which just blew my F9 out of the water. For its first shot, it went 263 yards with right to left action. So that is not my traditional shape that I play. So if that's going to be my shape slash misdirection, then I'm definitely going to have to get used to that. But it'll be worth it because when I hit this thing right out of the middle, dead straight, it went 285 yards, which is the longest recorded confirmed drive I've hit on this channel. Now for the technical breakdown, and then we'll get this thing out on the course and grip it and rip it. First, the head option we were fitted into. This is the standard Aerojet head. There are 2 other heads in the line. You have the Aerojet LS, which is your low launch, low spinning, and front weighted driver. It has 2 weights here and here on the sides. Then you have the Aerojet Max, which is your low mid spinning, high launching, and back and heel weighted. So it's weighted back here and in the heel. So this one, being the Aerojet, is medium launching but low spin. So that explains why it's pretty easy to get airborne, but still goes a frickin' country mile. Seriously, this thing is long. And the shaft I was fitted for is the Mitsubishi Chemical Kylie Blue 60S. We briefly discussed the weights on the other models, but let's discuss the weight setup on mine. We just have a singular low and back position 12 gram weight. So this increases the launch and the forgiveness, but like I said, in a low spinning head. I really like what Cobra is doing here, and you'll see as we get through the technology that this driver is really about forgiveness and ball speed. Compare that to my F9, which does have a 2 gram back weight, but it has a 14 gram front weight. Getting into the key technologies of the head, we'll start with the aerodynamics, and this graph really shows it off. So first off, they raised the skirt for a more symmetrical shape. They rounded the leading edges off to make it more aerodynamic on the leading edges, and then they raised and made a more horizontal crown. So as you can see, this driver is designed, like I say about a lot of drivers, they're literally designed like sports cars now to be aerodynamic and lightweight and powerful. Let's get under the hood and see where that power comes from. So first off, we have the power shell with hot face technology. So we have a forged power shell insert design that encourages maximum flexibility, so you get more of that elastic rebound effect, and then that transfers more speed to the golf ball, which equals more ball speed. And then the hot face technology is a new variable thickness face pattern design, and it was designed using artificial intelligence. Great. Today they're designing our golf clubs, tomorrow AI is starting Judgment Day. But in the meantime, this AI designed hot face has unique thicknesses in various areas of the face, and that increases the sweet spot and gives you greater distance on off-center hits. And here's what that variable thickness face with power shell looks like. There's your power shell right there, and then there's your variable thickness face. And the second bit of key technology is the power bridge. So what they do is they position a 25-gram weight low and forward to keep the center of gravity as low as physically possible. So this design is a fully suspended weight system that allows maximum flexation of the sole and base for powerful ball speed and distance. And here's an internal view of that power bridge technology. You can see how it's free floating, suspended inside the club head there. So as you can see, this thing is designed for forgiveness, distance, and speed. Now let's go over the different loft settings in my 9-degree head, and then we'll get this thing out on the golf course for the final field test where we play a hole with it. The loft sleeve is adjustable in 1.5 degrees plus or minus with draw settings. So in a 9-degree head, it can be lofted as low as 7.5 degrees and up to 10.5 degrees. As for your draw settings, you only get 1 degree plus or minus, as opposed to 1.5 degrees of play up or down with your standard settings. All right, enough techno babble. Let's rip this thing. Boom goes the dynamite. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. The driver absolutely did its job. Because we got a good look at a par 5 and 2. We're not wasting this opportunity, we're going for it. And we went for it, and we got punished for not making it. I would have rather been in the bunker. Man, if I get up and down from here, that's gonna be something. But I'm not gonna just lay up when I have that good of an opportunity, folks. Like, come on, give me that. So yeah, I have to swing with the slope. See if we can clean up par. We got it. Wow. The Aerojet definitely did its job. I just needed to do my job a bit better on the second shot. But when you go for a par 5 and 2, that's gonna happen sometimes. You're either gonna get it or you're not. But I'm happy with par in that situation I ended up in my third shot. So I could have done better on that hole, but it definitely wasn't the driver's fault. It did its job, I just needed to do mine better. And with that being said, hope you learned something from this review, hope you found it informative. New Scott out.